தாய்மொழி தமிழிற்கு என் முதற்கண் வணக்கம். Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Velankani Raj Mahimai Raj. I am from Pennsylvania. I have my co-host Ms. Bahini Pandirajan, who is there. So we are going to host this show, which is called as Ask the Entrepreneurs. This is the first one of its kind that we are doing in FiTEN in FeTNA. So both of us are very happy to host this interactive session in this forum. The primary purpose of this particular show is to make sure we have seated all the experts of Tamil origin here from different industries. So let's give them a big applause who are all seated here. They are from different industries, but they're very successful entrepreneurs. And then to our right, we have all the youth who are the future of this country, but of Tamil origin. So they have all come, most of them, almost all of them are university students who are of Tamil origin, who have come from different states. So what they're going to do here today is they're going to ask question to our experts. Whoever wants to answer, they will answer. And then if there is a follow-up question, then the next person will go on and so on. It's going to be a very, very interactive session. The purpose of this session is to provide opportunity for the youth, who are the future of our community, to learn from the big brothers and big sisters from various industries. So all the people have come together to share their experience and their knowledge, and all the youth have come here to learn from them. Vahini, please go ahead.
Yeah. We have Gen Z of Tamil origin here. So, you know, Katralin Ketradin Andru. So like that, what these people are going to ask questions and learn more from industry titans. More than you guys, you will learn from AI, Google, everything. You will get immense of knowledge from these people. Go ahead, start the program.
Thank you. So with that, we'll get with the first question. Please go ahead.
What is the future of AI? Is it going to be helpful for the next generation? Is it going to be helpful in becoming successful entrepreneurs? Or is it going to negatively impact the future of the younger generation?
Thank you. And I'm going to direct that question to Mr. Ganesh Radhakrishnan.
Good afternoon, everyone. I think after lunch, we are having this session. Thanks for this young youth. And let me try my best to answer that question. First of all, I'm very jealous of you all because we got so outdated. And if AI would have been there 20, 30 years back in an active way, it would have been great. But to answer your question, AI is the future. AI is already currently in future. Only AI is going to progress from what it is currently, which is called generative AI, into AGI. So AGI, as we talked this morning, it's artificial general intelligence, which will take the cognitive abilities. Cognitive abilities will help anything in robotics, in every aspect of it. So you people, when it comes to whether it's entrepreneurship or with your work, because it is going to impact each and every field. It's not one single field. But to these young entrepreneurs or young youths here, what I would love to do is get prepared for this AI journey, where I'm talking about these 5 things, which I will give you. This is for you and to the audience who are young youths here. The first one is the agentic AI. This agentic AI takes autonomous decisions. So if you people can prepare, because a lot of people talk generically agentic AI, but I'm talking about the deeper one, whether it's sequential or group or nested or hierarchical. Then comes multimodality, then where you can process text and videos and other things, and comes RAG. It is called, regression, aggressive generation, where you can get precise information from databases. And the next one comes is the pre-trained models, where pre-trained models is going to help all the youths, where you can even create companies, because you need to create new SLM models. I'm not talking about LLMs, SLM models. And the final thing is prompt engineering. If these 5 things, if you get prepared, you can either go and work comfortably in any firms, or you can even start companies and you can do in a fantastic way. I hope I answered your question.
Okay. Do we have a follow-up?
My name is Sasna Jayaraman. I wanted to ask what ethical concerns...
Can you talk loud?
I wanted to ask what ethical concerns might entrepreneurs face when using AI, and how can they navigate them responsibly?
if somebody else wants to take that question, please go from
If
there.
I understand your question, so how AI is going to help your entrepreneurial journey? Is that right? Ethical.
What are
Ethical.
I wanted to ask what the ethical concerns are and how might they navigate them?
So, like Ganesh said, once that AI is trained with all the policies and procedures and ethical data, it automatically covers ethical. So that's also implied in the as part of when you develop AI agents and different things. Yeah, that's it.
To just answer you, AI needed human reinforcement. Without human reinforcement, that is why these LLM models are available today, whether it's a ChatGPT or a Grok or a DeepSeek or a Gemini. If you go and ask AI, hey, I want to rob the bank, you cannot get the answer. Or you wanted to say, I want to kill a person, it won't answer. That is called pre-training models and suppressing these kinds of things. So to answer your question, the ethics and other things, people, while they build those LLMs, also try to make sure that they are following this.
Thank you. I think we have a follow-up question from Amaran. Go ahead, Amaran.
Yeah, hello, thank you. My name's Amaran. So in the past month, we've seen the news at Meta, they acquired a part of Scale AI for billions of dollars. There's a huge push towards super intelligence research. So we're seeing that these big companies are paying 7-figure, 8-figure, 9-figure salaries to these researchers to come work for them. So how can startups and the younger generation be able to compete with these bigger companies in the super intelligence research or AI research? And what strategies can we use to compete with them?
Giri, you want to answer? Giri,
I think there is scope in AI in various aspects. For example, many of us saw the web, the cloud, right, in the last 20 years. And cloud engineers are the people who built the cloud infrastructure, and then there was an application stack over it, right? So I think even with AI, as far as we know how to use these tools, leverage them, program them, there is always a sweet spot for programmers to sit on top of these models, right? For example, until about 2 years back, every account reconciliation was done human, right? Let's say the receipts would come, right? You and your manager or your father or whoever you manage their expenses, they see the bills and they interpret it. In the last 1.5 years or less than 6 months, I would say, there is a lot of agentic work that's happening, right? Every lawyer is saying, hey, I want all these FedEx bills imported into my system and post-processed using a workflow, ServiceNow, Salesforce, whatever, right? So in those things, you have aspects of application development. So even though you may not be a model engineer, you may not be that $10 million range salary person who works for OpenAI, right? In those core teams, you always have scope to grow in various aspects in the application space, right? So I don't think AI is going to knock all of our jobs off, right? So I think there is scope, and you have to pivot yourself in learning some of those versus sitting in steady mean stack or something that was there about 6 months back so far. I think if you're antiquated, it's a problem. I think that is what is happening in the industry. A lot of people are not getting internships because they have learned something which is not directly applicable to current day needs, right? So I think AI augmentation is really important for all of us, no matter what we do. I think that's what is the scope.
Thank you, Andy Giri, for sharing your experience. I think we heard enough of AI. So let's move on to the next question. Let's go ahead, please.
My name is Diyamika, and my question is, what are the challenges in starting a new small startup company? What are your guidelines out of your experience in overcoming those challenges?
Okay, I would like to interject a little bit here. For the audience, if you know the names of the people are displayed on the screens. The entrepreneurs, the specialists are there, and the names of the youth are also displayed on the side panels. You can make sure from which university it is already being displayed. I would like to redirect that question to Mr. Leo Paramanandam. The question, I don't know whether you heard it. Did you hear it right? All right, I can repeat it. The question was, what are the challenges in starting up a small company, and how can we resolve those? Yeah, go ahead, please.
Sure. So starting a company, I think we have been hearing a lot of things since morning, right? Like, Mr. Sridhar Vembu, he talked about connecting the dots. So when we talk about the challenges, especially in US, finance is not a concern at all, right? Funding for your project is not a concern at all. It's the core of it is the idea that you bring in, right? So if you have the idea to start up, everything falls in place, right? Like at least my experience, like I don't come from a large, financial background, but this country gives you that opportunity. Once you have the idea that you can you believe in your idea, then everything falls in place. Like your surrounding, you build the context around it, like you build your context and contacts, right? So both kind of go in hand, right? So once you have the idea, you get the context, right? So you'll try to kind of look at people who have the similar thoughts. Then you build the context around it. That will help you to grow a lot.
Thank you.
Good? Yeah.
We have follow-up questions. Vignesh, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Vignesh. Wonderful insights. I love how you mentioned the idea before even looking at finance. I was a bit curious if you guys could speak more to building the team that executes that idea. The struggle between a lean startup versus scaling and finding the right people to achieve your dreams.
All right. Anybody wants to take that follow-up question, please? Yes. Yeah? All right. I think you can go ahead. Oh, you didn't hear the question?
Yeah.
All right. Why don't you repeat the question? Please hold the mic. Yes.
Can you hear me?
Go ahead.
Wonderful insights. Thank you again. I was curious because I really resonated when you mentioned focusing on an idea instead of finance. I was curious if you guys could speak a bit more to building the team that can help you execute that idea and help you achieve your dreams. Let it be a lean startup or scaling, how to find the right people to see you succeed.
Rajamani, why don't you answer that question? Or, okay, all right. We have Hema answering that question. Good.
So I understand that you're asking how do you build a team to be successful with your initiative, right? So you should form a team who has the same vision as you, who are passionate about what you're thinking, what your goals are. So when you try to recruit those people, you kind of see if they have that passion and the drive and whether your business is going to be profitable. That's what I think. So they should have the same mindset as you and same passion, same resilience as you. Even if they face any difficulties, they should come out and help you with.
Thank you.
What I think.
Thank you. So if you have follow-up questions, please go ahead.
Yeah, so thank you so much. My name is Seth Ayumanovan. Really appreciate the insights. I know you said that the idea is much more important than the financing, but once you have an idea and a team in place, can you talk through going and finding investors, and not just finding any investors, but finding investors who are aligned with what you're trying to achieve at your startup?
We are having a little bit of problem with the mic. Can we use the other mic, please? All right. Yeah. Okay. So this is retired now. Go ahead, please.
Very interesting question. I appreciate it. So I'm a first-time founder. So I don't know what is a business, how to start, whom to approach. So there are, especially in the US, I could say it's a land of opportunities, and they welcome startup like anything. So if you just have an idea, there are a lot of incubators, accelerators across the states, even each city has. So if you don't know anything, how to start, where to start, I strongly suggest to get associated with any startup accelerator programs in your city, get associated with them. They will teach you from the scratch how to bring your ideas, how to form a team, whom you should add into it, how to get the funding, how to scale up, what is your go-to-market, valuation, everything they will teach you there.
Thank you.
That's where it's a good start to associate it with one of the incubators.
Thank you. Thank you, Subhatra. So if you don't have any follow-up question, please go ahead with the next one.
The experts have given a suggestion. They are not able to hear your questions. First, please hold the mic very close to your mouth. Speak louder. Very important. Now, can you please walk over here, face the audience, and ask the question from here, please? Yeah. See, this is a very spontaneous event. I hope you're able to appreciate that. So turn towards the audience, and you're going to ask the right question from here. Yes. Go ahead. Loud and clear, please.
Hello, my name is Savita, and my question is, in the US, is the current education offered to various fields and the current industrial laws favorable for the youth trying to create startups and become successful entrepreneurs?
I hope you heard the question. There are two parts of the question. First, John C. may go, and then regarding the law, there are lawyers here. They are going to talk about it. Please go ahead. If it's not working, please use the other one. I'll retire that. Yes. Thank you.
Sangeeta, I think your question was, in this country, what laws are available to support young people with startup? In short, and educational opportunities, right? Yep. So right now, it's prime with this new administration to support growth in the U.S. We want to make sure from an economic development, we're really, really focused in making sure the U.S. is number one, right? Because we don't want anybody else, any other country leading. So with that, there is a lot of opportunities. So the universities getting opportunities to do research, development in the energy space, in the areas where we have gaps. And I can't say some of the areas where you can get into, but AI is going to be an absolute great opportunity to get into. So I would say take a look at, right now, look at all of those executive orders that came out. Left and right, every day you have something new coming up. They're all to promote work and growth in the US. So as the young generation is coming up, I think you need to look at what is your specialty area, what area are you interested in, what companies are executing on those executive orders, and they're going to be able to support you, hire you, train you, and we're also working with universities, right, to get them ready for that.
Thank you. Thank you, Jansi.
Thank you.
There was a second half of it regarding the laws of this country which favor towards entrepreneurship. Please go ahead. Close it.
So in specific to your question, so the one of the welcome part of it, which recently happened with the January 2025, when H1B has been limited to the specialty occupation, there is, the modernization rule helped to be an entrepreneur being on the H1B, because me and Kavita could attest it to a higher level, how much of limitation that was happening for decades being on the H1B. So the welcoming part has happened. Now it's our turn, it's your turn to explore and you make use of that opportunity being as an entrepreneur.
Add up, I would say that you should, young generation, you should be the pioneers to even, whatever the changes you want, you have to ask. That's what I would follow.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Do you have a follow-up question on that? Please go ahead.
Hello? Oh yeah, okay. I'm Akash Shanmugam, and I really liked all of your answers for that specific question. I guess for me, that specific follow-up that I want to give to that is, in terms of education in universities for how to run a business, how to create a startup, and how to use relevant technologies, in your personal lives and your educations, what inspired you the most and what gave you the most help, and what can universities do right now to teach students how to go into the job field right now?
Reframe your question.
Okay, you want to repeat the question briefly, please?
So,
Keep the mic close.
Okay, sorry. In your education experience, what inspired you the most to run your business and help create a sustainable revenue stream, and how can universities improve in creating more opportunities for students to learn relevant technologies to integrate into their own businesses?
How are the universities preparing the students to be successful in starting up companies?
Okay, awesome.
Thank you.
One of the key things is the beauty of especially the education system in US is the fully flexible, or the flexibility that is offered in the courses, right? And I'm an adjunct professor at New Jersey Institute of Technology and in Rutgers University. One of the key things all the universities are doing is we are upgrading the syllabus almost every semester. That's number one. Number two, from the student's perspective, that's what I keep telling my students, you need to not just focus on your major area alone. While you have to focus on your major, but there are a lot of allied things which are required for a startup. Let's assume if you're good in technology, that alone is not sufficient. You probably need to take a course in the School of Management on financials, That is something, which I did as a mistake. Even today I'm not good in finance. Okay, so you have to constantly look for opportunities, go talk to the people. And in many universities, she was talking about the incubators that are available there. It's called in different names actually, but you need to go and talk to them, find out, what are those additional courses you can take. Even non-credit courses are offered, free of cost in fact. Many state universities also sponsor the students for doing that. Sometimes, we don't even have takers for that. Okay, so just keep your eyes and ears open, go interact with people, not just focus on your major, also look into the allied subjects. That's something, I would like to share.
Yes, any other follow-up question for that, please? Go ahead.
Hello, my name is Nia, and I wanted to ask, what are some challenges that we could overcome by starting a business in university? Something that held you back then, but wouldn't be a problem for us.
Okay, one of the major advantage which you have if you are starting as a student is you still have the tag as a student. If you're a student approaching any person in the industry, they will give you appointment. But the moment you are graduating out of the campus and you're trying to get an appointment, it's very hard to get the appointment. That's number one. Number two, you have a very good ecosystem of professors, a lot of research labs that are available. You can go and explore. You can fail early even if you have to fail. Okay, that's the biggest advantage starting in university. And more important thing, so many people keep coming, visiting your campuses. You can network with them and leverage them to your advantage.
Thank you. Thank you, Satish Rajamani. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I think we are moving to the next topic now.
Hi, my name is Akshati. As we all know, another important industry is real estate. What is going to be the future of real estate? Is it sustainable? And do you think it is a very good instrument of investment?
Yeah,
I would like to direct that question to Hema, who is a top agent in Pennsylvania, real estate agent. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I think it's a very good option to invest in real estate. But the industry, I know it had its ups and downs after COVID, right? It boomed and then came down, it stabilized. But in 2025, real estate is recovering. So real estate market is recovering, and in future, we know that it's going to boom again. So it's going in the right path.
Thank you.
Hello.
We have more follow-up questions on the same topic.
Yep. So New York City recently announced that they'll be building 100,000 new housing units over the next decade. Given the shortage of housing in urban areas and the shift of people moving out due to remote work into suburban areas, how do you see investors and developers adapting? Should they focus on city centers, or is there another strategy with rural and suburban areas for real estate development?
Thank you. I'm going to direct that question to Mr. Ganesh Radhakrishnan.
Yeah, that's a great question. Basically, the entire way the industry started working after COVID has changed a lot. It doesn't mean that, because see, with globalization, currently we are working with countries almost like 8 countries. It's not just suburbs, I'm talking, with different countries with different time zones. We are integrating and working. So the future working model is completely going to be in a way that it is going to be a collaborative thing. Human and AI collaboration is what you're going to see more. And that being said, in fact, as you people, there were great questions coming up. There are a lot of AI tools, not only during college, you just practice the core subjects. You need to also start learning AI tools. To answer your question, it doesn't matter. Companies can be a small apartment where people have bootstrapped their companies, a lot of startups, because I've invested in a lot of startups, and they are doing extremely good.
Thank you.
We have more follow-up questions on the same topic.
Hello, everyone. My name is Patricia Raj. I'm just finishing my master's studies. Thank you all so much for this opportunity. Following up on the real estate question, due to the extreme weather changes and global climate change, how does that affect real estate and the assurance associated with it?
I can answer that. I know that you're talking about global warming, right? it does play an important role in real estate industry. One thing is the flooding conditions, where the global warming, the flood conditions of a particular area changes, then your insurance, the flood insurance and the insurance of that affects, it becomes high. So if you have invested in an area and you think that it was not a flood zone, your insurance was very less, and then now it is affected by global warming and it becomes a flood zone, then your insurance cost goes high up and you have invested in that property with no knowledge about this additional cost that you're going to incur, right? With your return on investment is going to get affected. So yes, the global warming will have a great impact on the real estate industry.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
We are moving to the next topic.
Hello everyone, I'm Amudan Maniprakasam. My question is, so we're coming to know that owning a startup company can be a stressful thing. So I want to ask you guys, how do you manage the stress, and what are some tips you guys have on managing it from the medical and the meditational side?
Thank you. There are two parts of this question. We have doctor here who is going to take care of the medicine side, and we have a yoga specialist here who is going to take care of the meditation side of how to manage the stress. Dr. Radhakrishnan, please go ahead.
So your question is about stress in starting a new company, and how do you manage? Okay. I know this might be only one question which is relevant to me, being a cardiologist here. So, I mean, stress, I can talk from my side, how I deal with the stress. And we know health is wealth, because you can earn millions of dollars, but if you do not have good health, or you do not have time to spend, it does not matter, whatever you have earned. So the stress management comes in different ways. One is, trying to organize stuff, because that's the first thing. And second is taking care of your food and eating less and eating healthy. That's the main thing. And because we have plenty of food, it does not mean we can snack all the time. And it increases your corticosterol level and increases your heart rate, your blood pressure. So I would say eating and exercising every day. It should be it should not be a reason not to exercise, because you need to exercise at least 7 days a week. So that's what that would be my thing.
There's only 7 or 8 days. I'm not sure.
I mean, you can go 8 days a week if you want.
All right. Okay, 7 days a week. We get that. Okay.
So
Thank
even
you, Thank you.
the main thing is now I have I have 4 offices, and I work in three hospitals now. Because I do at least 80 to 120 hours a week. Still, I find time in the morning to exercise an hour, and because that's a very important thing. And
2 things. Delegation, right? The more leaders you have who can support you, whether it's leaders or doers, delegation is very important. The more you delegate, the more you have time to reminisce and deliver. And the next one is AI, right? Automation. So if you have more automation in your business, you can relieve some of your stress and have the machine do the work.
Okay, we are running short of time. 1 minute, please. Kavita Ilaiyaraaja, please. Go ahead.
In my perspective, stress and anxiety, these kind of mental illnesses all came from us only. So, நம்ம கிட்ட இருந்து வர ஸ்ட்ரெஸ் நம்ம தான் கண்ட்ரோல் பண்ணணும். How we are controlling is breath engineering. That's all I suggested. Whenever you regulate your breath, you control your mind. Whenever you control your mind, you can control your stress. You can manage your stress, anxiety, everything. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Kavita. Yes, please.
We have one follow-up question on that.
Go ahead.
My name is Nivita. I just finished my freshman year of college and I experienced a bit of academic stress and burnout. So my question for you guys is, through the struggle of separating your personal life from the stress of running a business, do you have any daily routines or habits that you follow to help yourself stay mentally balanced?
Yeah, we have 1 minute to answer that question, please.
So first thing you need to do your time management. If you plan your time management, that will reduce a lot of stress from you. Second thing is don't put it off for anything you want to do it right away. That's one thing. And personally, if something I didn't finish a day or two, whatever is on my table, that gives you stress. It's very simple.
Thank you. We are good. Yes.
Well, I have written about this in my upcoming book. Everybody has got different dimensions of life. Do not major in minors. And as he rightly said, it's moreover, it's not time management, it's all about priority management. And most continuing the previous question also, it's about the energy, both physical energy and the mental energy. And sleep is another important aspect that you need to really prioritize. I always call sleep your way to success. Well, there is a song, Tunga De, Tambi Tunga De, but I strongly believe if you sleep properly, half of your success is taken care of.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, please.
We have one follow-up on that. Again, I think everybody are so stressful.
Hello, my name is Aditi. Obviously, this whole process is going to be stressful. Has there ever been a moment where the stress got too much where you needed medical help?
Okay, John C. wants to answer that question. Yeah, go ahead, please.
So I work in the nuclear industry 24/7, and you're on call all the time, next to this doctor over here. So for managing stress, especially when you're a woman and you have children and you have people to take care of at home, it's really from a perspective of making sure there is absolute time, because we drive ourselves. We say we want to do the best, and so we have to prove more than anybody else. So stress management, as Dr. Said, is really about taking the time in your day, regardless of what it is. Maybe you need to get up 30 minutes early and go for a walk, which is what I do. So I think somebody said being organized, right? So I want to make sure I answer your question, but I think especially for women, we just really have to be a little bit organized and making sure we're going to deliver, because we want to make sure that whatever business we're starting is going to be successful. So you're going to put more stress on yourself to make that happen.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. We are moving to the last question, and it's an interesting one: space medicine. Go ahead, Aditya.
Vanakkam, my name is Aditya Sayasami. So I wanted to ask you guys, what is space medicine, and what is the scope and future of this field, and if us youth should put time and talent into this, and what is the future for space manufacturing?
I'm going to direct that question to Rajagopal. Yes, go ahead.
Hi, thank you very much for such an interesting question. So medicine in the earth itself, it's really complicated. Imagine, like so many experts has been talking about that stress level. Obviously in the earth, in my perspective, as I talk with so many astronauts previously in the space medicine and SpaceX astronauts, you are having very mild stress, so you don't need to take as a stress. You can say as a slight stress. So the space medicine has a huge opportunities, because like a lot of experts saying that AI, between the SpaceX, I have been a lot of students who is working on developing the new drugs, new vaccine, new medical tech products, because once astronauts gone to the space, they are isolated. They are no gravity, no water, no air, no communication, no social. So we have to make sure that right manufacturing of medicine, right vaccine, right medtech, in case if any astronauts getting myocardial infarction or stress, what are the availability is the medication, it's very less. Also, whatever they are manufacturing in the ground, it doesn't stable when it goes to space. So we have to make sure that what medication should be made, in which way it made, and how suitable, how stable. Those are all really important. And there is a growing opportunities as far as my talk with various folks in the astronaut, the SpaceX program. And they have been including like nuclear medicine just now. Jayashree Madam has told nuclear medicine is upcoming. Like there are a lot of opportunities for medical manufacturing. There is a 3D print opportunities there. Actually, this youth should take advantage of utilizing 3D print in the space manufacturing. It's a great opportunity. Space AI going to be a big game changer in the future.
Thank you. Thank you, Rajagopal.
Thank you. We have the last question, a follow-up question on the space medicine.
Vanakkam.
Vanakkam, my name is Anandi. So my question was, like you said, space medicine is like an incredible opportunity. So for upcoming entrepreneurs and like youth like us, what would you say would be a good way to start ourselves up in such a great industry?
Yes.
Okay. You all talk about stress. The stress can be controlled by 4 factors of industrial activity: land, labor, capital, and organization. If you control them, there won't be any stress. If you allow those factors control you, then you will be stressed. So land, labor, capital, and organization. 4 factors you control. You can be a very successful entrepreneur. When you become a business person, you know you are risk taking. If you control these 4 factors, you can control the risk. That is advice. I am in the industry nearly 50 years. I am 81 years old. That is what the factor is. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Balagan Armusami. He's one of our senior members of FeTNA. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right. So,
Yeah, we are good. We are good. And this is the first time we are trying in FeTNA and FiTEN. Thank you for FeTNA team.
Yes.
And thank you to all the youth. We've been preparing for the last 2 months. And thank you for Industry Titans. We appreciate your inputs. Thank you so much.
It's a wonderful show. Thank you so much for listening. I would like everybody to get up. There's going to be a picture group just where you're standing. And especially Mr. Balagan Armusami, he completed a law degree when he was 75. So he really deserves. Oh, what? Yeah, so you did it. So we are very happy that he's here. One clear picture, please. All of you, please come. Yes, we want to make it quick. Yes, yes, please come closer. Yeah, no. Okay. No, this is good. Okay, please.